Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So here in this tutorial, I would like to give you some insights and a little tutorial on programming language called C. So before diving into the code, I would like to just tell you that why choosing C as a programming language or a first programming language. So from my perspective, you might be wondering that, like, why are you teaching programming in C or giving the tutorial in C? Now, the answer to this is simple. That now it depends on you what you want to be. And now there is nothing wrong with starting with some other programming language like JavaScript or Python. But I believe and that starting with C will give you a very solid base and will help you to stand out in the industry of software engineering field. Now, without wasting any time, let's start with the code. Okay. Now, as you already have been introduced to programming, now the way, like, you may have heard of Kotlin. You define it, maybe PHP. You define the file, the name of the file like .php, but the extension of C in C files will be .c. So let's just create a very basic file, maybe hello.c. So we can just dive first. Now in C, maybe you have heard of, like, some of the programming languages have some kind of main function. Have you ever heard of that?
Yes.
Main function, right?
Yes.
Like, so there are, like, in Kotlin, even in Kotlin, the main function exists. So same like C. So I will define a function. Now there's a simple function, and the word void. This word means that just simply no. It's up to you if you want to define it. I can just simply just leave it as it is. But for just the sake of more efficiency, more readable, I would like to add void. Okay. Now the very first thing I would like to do is just to print hello world. Can anyone of you guess what, like, how can I print hello world? Echo.
Yes. Real.
Okay, aku mau guess echo. Anybody
Oh my
else?
God.
Oh yeah, no. Very close, but we will use printf. So in C you use printf to define to print anything to console or anything. Now printf, I would just simply say hello world. Now there's a very interesting thing I would like to show you. Let me open my terminal. Hello. Now, there is an error. What does that mean? Now, it is giving a warning, the compiler, that printf, the function. It is a function, right? These two small brackets represent a function. Now, the compiler is giving error that this function is not exist, and why are you using it? So actually, C has its own library where it is defined called. So this function is being defined or written in this library, standard input output header. So this is a header file that you want to use before using this function printf. So now you can guess how C is so low level programming language. You have to tell everything to C, from defining the data type to being being free the memory that you allocate. Whenever you allocate a memory, you have to now this is that will be your responsibility to free that memory that you allocated from your RAM or from computer. Now let's try to run it. Okay, let's see. Now I have got a binary file. Now the way C works is, first it will compile the source code, the source code that I write. It will first convert or do some process in order to convert it into machine code. The machine code is simple, a machine zeros and ones. As you already know that C just understands binary zeros and ones. So computer cannot understand this, but it will understand this. this machine code. So if I try to open this, the file is cannot be displayed. It is either binary or using another thing. So now I will run the binary file. Okay, error. Now let's try to run the binary. Hello. Okay. Now actually you have to additionally add \n. Maybe you have already familiar with it. Just to make it add a new line to your console. Now I have to recompile it, and yeah, there you go. Now let's try to just define some variables to show you some demonstration about it. Okay. Okay. How about defining? Okay, let me define a variable called number 34. Now in most programming language you would define it like this, or maybe you would add a semicolon, just semicolon to indicate or tell C that the end of my line or something like that. And now it is showing some red lines, so that means that the variable you define, you have to tell C that what kind of data you want to store. So what kind of data am I storing here? Integer or number, right?
Yeah.
So now I would have to tell C what, like in general, like traditional thing is called error types, right? Okay. Int. Now the error is gone probably. Yeah. So int number 34. Now let's try to print this number. Printf the same way. Now I just cannot just simply directly put a number like this. No, it's kind of silly thing in C, but seems unlogical, but it makes sense afterwards. Next, so it is an, so I would format it. So F means formatting. So now percent, what is it? It is integer, right?
Yes.
So percent I for integer, simple \n, and let's just so percent I means replace it with some variable or something other. Like I can say replace it with 4. So instead of showing percent I, it will show 4. So but I don't want to show 4. I want to show that variable number. So let's just simply show this number. Okay. So it is just showing that number. Now actually my main thing that I wanted to deliver to you that guys, that there are many reasons that I can mention why you should start learning programming in C. I don't recommend it to because that you have already doing some activities today, like PHP, Laravel, right? So that maybe that will be a distraction for you to learn C. But if you get enough time trying to learn C, give it a hand. So sure, yeah. So it is a preferred language for you. Yes, it might help you to it gives you a very basic understanding of the things that going on, like the memory things and other things. So yeah, any question about that? Any question about C, about why and how, like that?
Why printf? Why not print only?
Printf. So it's a function. The computer scientists who define the function. But printf means formatted. So just the traditional thing that. But I would recommend you can ask who defined the name of who named the function. Any other questions?
Yeah, how do you know the format or the comments?
The comments?
How do you know the comments like printf?
Oh, how do I know?
Documentation.
Oh yeah, like document. Yeah, I started with documentation. You learn with very basic things. It just gets easy when you just start. Afterward, you just practice. It's just a simple thing. It's a function. I'm just using it. I just saw the documentation for this function, or I just went to the tutorial. Some kind of Indian guy. I was just watching that. So like that. So any other question about why C or anything like that?
So if they become the programmer, yeah, and then they name he or she never know about C language,
Doesn't matter.
what is
No,
there the
it's
bad?
okay. It's okay. It's okay.
What is the
But,
bad if we
The
do
bad?
not know about the C language?
Actually, first before I answer this question, I would like to ask why C? Why C? So
Mm-mm.
the reason that C, I am recommending C to so that everybody can understand the things going on behind the scenes. The memory thing,
Yeah.
and the more root level things.
Uh,
The main thing is that so that won't affect anything, but
Mhm.
it will give you solid base and solid understanding of the things.
Yeah.
But that does not matter. You can have the understanding after that. But the preferable language for me, actually, the Linux system is written in C, and maybe you have heard of Linus Torvalds, who wrote who was
Yeah, yes.
he
Author of Linux.
he his first preference is always C.
Mm.
So yeah.
Yes.
Is there the hardest language
Oh yeah, not kind
in
of.
programming?
Assembly, Mr. Assembly.
Yeah, assembly. But
Oh,
no,
assembly.
it is not hardest. The concepts still remain the same, but the syntax, the weird syntax, but the concepts remain the same.
So C is the easiest language, or
Standard.
Yeah,
Medium.
standard. C is easiest after assembly, but not the easiest one. But I am not saying that it is hard. It is not hard as you guys think. Yeah.
Assembly.
Now there are many concepts like maybe you have heard of heap, stack. You will get all of these kind of things understanding very well in C.
so
Yeah.
for writing hello, the word hello, we need many comments
No.
to write the.
Yeah. I literally use how many lines? I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines of
Five
code to
lines.
just print hello world. But that doesn't matter.
Uh,
You know.
mm,
Things make sense.
Yeah.
Actually, I would say things make sense in C.
mm.
So yeah, and yeah, I think that is all. Yeah.
Okay, enough. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.